me, Robin, Professor and Dean Innovations, Thairam Group of Institutions. I welcome you, sir. I welcome our faculty coordinators, Dr. J. Kamanathan, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department, and Head of the Department of Civil, Mr. Ashok Kumar, and my dear young students, without whom the program cannot be. I welcome all of you once again. And students, the innovations are going on day by day, it is increasing. If you see the today's war going on between Russia and Ukraine, there are many innovative devices used for doing the war. War should not be, we are not supposed to encourage the war, but you have to, in your angle, you have to see what are the innovations going on in the war. Instead of the main innovation of the war is, instead of using tank for shooting particular place or particular person or particular area, nowadays they are using the laser source. It will not harm in the environment. It will target a particular person, targeted area and a targeted person, like how how the lens, the damaged lens is by how it is burnt, the cataract affected person. Like that, the same laser technique is being used in the war for burning the particular area, targeted point. So this is the innovation, main advanced innovation going on in the war. You might I know surely you are seeing the war. You see what are the innovative techniques used in the war, and also there is a you might have heard of Elon Musk. Now the popular person being talked nowadays. Elon Musk, he is an American engineer and scientist also, we can tell. He has owned space station in the space, and he is going to launch 40,000 satellites in the space where he owned, and for the communication purpose, 5G communication purpose. See his innovativeness for doing the communication purpose, going to launch 40,000 satellites. For launching one satellite itself, India is struggling a lot. No, he is going to launch 40,000 satellites. He is done already. He started launching the satellite purely for the communication purpose. So many innovations are going on nowadays. I wanted to tell the difference between because the World Innovation, World Intellectual Property Day, and we are celebrating that. Apart from intellectual property rights, we have trademarking, copyrights, all are there, and our government is also completing my brief welcome address. I wanted to tell you the difference between invention and innovation. Both are related. With one example, I will tell you. Invention, I have told in my many meetings. In the olden days, people, the old age people had struggled for waking up from the floor. For that purpose, they invented, first time they invented a four-legged cot, so that they can easily lie down on the cot and easily they can wake up. So previously they have slept on the floor. They will put the mat on the floor. They will lie down on the mat. They will sleep on the mat. But in the morning time when they wake up, they felt very difficult to wake up easily. For that purpose, they invented four-legged cot so that they can easily wake up. So that is the invention. First time they invented cot. The invention is first time. Innovation is modification from the already invented item is called as innovations. So the cot is the cot is stationary. It is being kept in one place. After that, the innovation that is wheeled cot. So wheeled cot means it can be movable anywhere. So wheeled cot, wheeled chair, and even structure in the hospitals, they can take this lift and going to any floor like that. the first time invention. After that, slight modification from the invented device is called innovations. So in this way also you can think of what are the existing innovations and what are the modifications we can do for the societal purpose. There are so many advanced techniques now come on using artificial intelligence techniques, IoT, so many healthcare, so many advancements, so many innovations using biomaterials, bio devices have come. In all the fields, innovative devices, innovative methodologies, so many things have come. Only thing you have to search it and you have to study and what modifications you can do from the invented device. That is, so as a young people, young students, you can creatively think how we can innovate things. So, more details can be explained from our speaker. He is especially meant for innovation talk because he is a deep the innovation. So he will be today he is off the person for giving the talk. So with this brief note, once again I welcome you all for this session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I welcome Dr. C.R. Rubin sir for this program. Dr. C.R. Rubin received his ME CSC and PhD CSC degrees from CEG, Anna University, India in 2006 and 2011 respectively. He is currently working as professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Dean at Sri Sai Ram Engineering College, Chennai from December 2020. He has worked at Jerusalem College of Engineering, Chennai since July 2006. During his stay at Jerusalem, he held various positions as Head of Department, CSC, Joint Director of for Approval, Allocation, Acceleration, and Associative Dean. His other responsibilities at JCM are Project Ed for Skill Development Project funded by DDUKGY, Government of India, and TNSRLM, Government of India, and Nodal Officer for National Skills Qualification from Framework Scheme of UGC. He also worked as program at Ramanujan Computing Center, Anna University, from December 2002 to Jan 2006. His areas of interest include ontological engineering, knowledge management, e-learning, semantic web, etc. He is a recognized supervisor of Anna University to guide PhD and MSc by research in area of computer science and engineering. 9 students have successfully completed their PhD program and currently 5 research scholars are doing their research under him. He is at Satyabama University, Bates University, and VIT University, Chennai. He is a lifetime member of ISTE and member of several professional bodies and ACM recognized him as an ambassador. He wrote 2 books and 1 chapter. He has 75 publications in national and international journals and conferences. He received Enter Award from IBM for Great Indian Challenge 2011. He got the Young IT Professional Award 2012 by Computer Society of India at regional level. He received award for teaching excellence at the Indo-Global Education Summit 2013. He is acting as a global ambassador for the Plastic Free Tamil Nadu project and coordinate for Chennai district to create awareness to avoid plastics. During this lockdown period, he has trained more than 3,500 teachers on digital tools for effective teaching learning process and served as resource person for 40 webinars on various topics. Country he visited recently: Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Wales, and England. I welcome you, sir, to give our delivery speech on intellectual property.
We are very much proud of having you as a guest for today's session, sir.
Thank you so
So
much.
many performances. You have so many performances. We are very much proud of you.
Thank you for your kind words, ma'am. Audience, kindly check my video and audio. Hope I have shared my screen. Is it visible now? Can you please check? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I thank the organizers, especially Dr. Kamalakanan sir, for inviting me to share my knowledge on intellectual property rights in the topic intellectual property and youth. Intellectual property and youth is this year theme of World Intellectual Property Day. So you would have heard so many communication, you would have received so many communication from the Minister of Education, AICT, UGC, and so on. And India is doing tremendous work on promoting the intellectual property rights. I thank Dr. N.S. Bhuvaneshwari Madam, Principal of GKM College of Engineering and Technology, for giving this wonderful platform to interact with the young minds. Being a Dean Innovation, it is my responsibility of evangelizing intellectual property right innovation. I cannot separate innovation and intellectual property right. I have a lot of justification for that. Okay. So the innovation and intellectual property rights are linked to each other, and if you want innovation, you need intellectual property, and if you want intellectual property, you need to think about innovative products. And recently, the World Intellectual Property Report 2022 has been given in the theme of the direction of innovation, where a lot of things which are related to innovation, intellectual property right have been discussed. So diverse technologies have driven innovation growth for the past 100 years with a lot of statistics. They have given the report in the World Intellectual Property Report 2022. So this is what some of the pictures I have taken from the report, and the small representation is for top growing technological fields in patent filing from 1895 to 2020. So if you look at the size, initially the patent were filed on engines and transport. You would have remember the um, industrial revolution 1.0, and more number of patents were filed in biopharma in till 1960, and 65 to 30, the industrial revolution 3.0 ICT played vital role, and now from 20 to 2022, digital technologies are even during this lockdown period, we have experienced how we have migrated from our traditional teaching to the digital teaching or online teaching. Even I have been promoting this kind of digital teaching from long back, even 2015 onwards. I started campaigning the digital, promoting the Google Classrooms and other teaching devices, tools, helping the teachers, not replacing the teachers, to ease the teachers' job and make the communication more effective. Or not only in the classroom, even outside the classroom, we can go for the blended teaching method is very much useful. But when I was giving a lot of talks and the sessions, people were not so much receptive, and the day has come the in the form of COVID-19 pandemic during now March 2020, and we were forced to do the digital transformation, and quite we have adopted it, all the teachers and the school students. During my introduction, the MC read that I have trained, yeah, myself and my wife, Dr. Doreen Robin, have taken steps because we were sitting on the house without much work. No, we thought of educating it to the teachers, starting from KG to university teachers. We have trained around 3,000, 4,000, and the number is not limited. Once a technology is being taught to an individual, it goes to different people. So count is not a matter, but we have done a small contribution for uh, the country and the digital India, and especially for the teaching community. And the growth of technologies has percent of total percentage average growth from 16 to 2020. You could see the tremendous growth has happened in artificial intelligence. Unimaginable things are happening. Its percentage is plus 718 percentage hike, and big data 699, cloud computing 122, and autonomous systems 100 and not percentage. So the growth is that tremendous growth has been recorded, especially in digital technologies. So overall, the growth is from 2016 to 2020 is 172 percentage. So why I'm projecting all this thing is, even from the beginning you must know the importance of going for innovation and the intellectual property right. So you are not simply sitting and listening a lecture, you are listening for your future. You are going to get something for your future, and not only for the individual, it is for the betterment of the nation. India is, we are saying that India is a developing country for long times, but when it will become a developed nation, it is how much you are contributing for the nation building, how much you are contributing for the how much property you have, intellectual property you have. It's all something related to this, and you and me are going to contribute to the nation, and you are going to contribute to the nation in a bigger way. And that is what the government is promoting. Government of India is promoting education institutions, especially higher education institutions, to go for intellectual property right awareness. So, what intellectual property right, Intellectual Property Day being celebrated, and all the institutions are conducting various programs. But my simple humble request to you, because I'm taking care of the innovation activities of Sairam institutions, it's my sole responsibility of promoting this innovation to the throughout the country, and I have given around 50 webinars and technical talks on innovation and intellectual property right. And I have a website, YouTube channel. I will end up the session. I will share my YouTube channel, and you will get more insights on intellectual property right. And I want to know how many participants are listening in the seminar hall. I came to know that the audience are seated in the seminar hall. May I know the number of the participants are attending this program, and the knowledge level of them, which year they are belong to? Any feedback from the audience side? Kindly let me know. Yes, yes, no, no, yes, yeah. Please. Any response from the audience side? How many members are attending and their knowledge level?
60 students are attending, sir.
Thank you so much. They are all from which year? Which
Yes, sir.
third years? Okay, you have identified the right batch. You will have one more year. So, what innovative things you can do? The scope and the um, other avenues, I'm here to explain to you. Okay, so I expect 100% participants from the audience. Hope you're all fine and you're enjoying your college days, and slowly we are coming to the normalcy. Hope everything will go smoothly. Okay, the future of direction of innovation. So innovation can certainly assist in solving, or at least mitigating, the world's grand challenges. Okay, when you say world grand challenges, I could remember one of the a statement made by the founder of Infosys, Narayana Murthy sir. He said India must focus on solving the grand challenges rather than seeking the global leadership. And we have produced a lot of global leadership, and Microsoft and Google, if you say, the top position being captured by the Indians, and we are very happy, very proud. In the same time, it is a responsibility of the Indians, especially the institutions like government funding institutions like IIT, NITs, and all government institutions. Why not the self-financing colleges like Sairam and GKM? It is our responsibility. The engineer's responsibility is to try to solve the world's grand challenges. Can you list out some grand challenges? Grand challenges. What is a grand challenge every year Chennai is facing? What is the grand challenge every year Delhi, our capital of our nation, is facing every year? Every northeast monsoon, Chennai is facing the flood. That is it, the grand challenge of Chennai. And every winter season, a capital of country, Delhi, is facing the smoke. the pollution in air, toxin in air. So these are all grand challenges, and who will solve this issue? It is, yeah, the country is depending on higher education institutions, especially engineering and technological institutions. So the engineers must know, the students, potential engineer, must know your responsibility and how you are going to contribute in solving these grand challenges. World's grand challenges are huge. Climate change, how we are going to protect our universe, this globe, ocean. What is the guarantee we are giving for the people, those who are living on the land, on the air, on the ocean, water? Yeah, innovation can certainly assist in solving or at least mitigating the world's grand challenges, be it climate change, inequality, the need of greater food production, a better access to water, health and education. If the problem of Chennai in winter is flood, the problem in summer is water scarcity. How we are going to, every year it is a routine work. The solution, what is the remedy for that? Engineers must provide the viable solution to the government, public sectors. Why not? You can provide your own solution, your solution for your own house. Health and education. These are all the challenges in front of you. And for all these challenges, we need innovation. And for innovation, we need students, we need engineering colleges, and the universities must come forward to solve these grand challenges. Okay, so what is the role of academia? So the East Asian governments. Now we are all talking about, even if you are very proud of sending people to studying in abroad. Okay, what has to be thought? We need to think about in such a way that how we can retain our students in India to contribute for India, and how the infrastructural development can be improved in educational institutions. If we improve the educational or infrastructural, then definitely our students will stay in India and study in India. Government of India has taken an initiative in 2019 of attracting the students to study in India. If you take the statistics, a huge amount of people, our students, are moving or migrating to abroad for their higher studies. But we have our systems. When Honorable first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, he established IIT, the great vision, and even the NEP 2020 is introduced by the current Prime Minister with lot of initiatives and the nation building. And higher education institutions are motivated, higher education institutions are motivated to go for special kind of initiatives proposed in NEP 2020. Why these initiatives have been taken? How are institutions going to contribute for this? 1 minute, I'm getting frequent call from the office. Hello, ma'am, I'm in a meeting webinar. சொல்லுங்க. ஆமா 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 ஆமா. Anything urgent? நான் அதை முடிச்சிட்டு பேசுறேன் ஒரு half an hour. In the early days of technological rise, this government supported students going abroad, yes, of course. But now what is happening is institution has started, especially China has started strengthening their educational systems and to retain. Even the students have completed their high studies, they are called back to work in universities. So we need to strengthen our system. Okay. So we need to know the importance of intellectual property, right? Can you unmute your mic, please? Some noise. I'm getting some noise. Yeah. So importance of intellectual property, right? Nowadays, gone are the days we were focusing on educational ecosystem. We are concentrating on completing the syllabus, getting university ranks, and so on. But nowadays, you would have noticed in a recent accreditation process, they started asking that how many startups you have started from students and faculty members, how many intellectual property right you have, how many patents you have filed, published, and granted. So these are all the information. So now we are slowly moving from the traditional innovation, this traditional education ecosystem to innovation ecosystem. So the startups and intellectual property right are the major pillars of higher education institutions. And yeah, Madam clearly said during her introduction part what is the difference between discovery, invention, and what is the difference between invention and innovation. Okay, so this part has been already done by Principal Ma'am. But anyway, I'll give another example for discovery. Columbus discovered America, one that is already in existence. Uh, he traveled a lot and sacrificed a lot of things and found the new one that is discovery. Inventions. Thomas Alva Edison invented electric bulb as the first kind of it. There were no equivalent thing where the uh, Earth the world. So invention. But are we using the same electrical bulb invented by Thomas Alva Edison? Definitely no. We are using the latest bulb, LED bulbs, and so on. That is nothing but innovation. Innovation. Don't be confused that my definition for innovation is not at over. I want to give a clear definition for innovation is equal to the next equation is clearly saying innovation is equal to invention multiplied by commercialization. Not only innovating something and keeping on your bureau, you cannot claim it's an innovation. Are we earning money out of it? Have we commercializing it? So any new idea having the potential of reaching the people, public, and having the potential of making money out of it, that will come under innovation. So, my dear students, if you are trying to innovate something, in the very first step is we identify the potential customers. Potential customers. And what is startups? If we have innovation, the next step is you need to start up your startups. So, hope your institution is having NISP National Innovation Startup Policy, and you are member of the IIC Ministry of Education, under which we are doing this program. Definitely, and we have been encouraged, institutions are encouraged to support students to set up their own startups by providing workspace and the seed fund. So what is the difference between the startups and entrepreneurship? See, 5 years back or 10 years back, there was a common terminology for both named business unit. Both are business unit, but if it is in the inception stage from 1 year or 2 year, 3 years, maximum 5 years, we can call it as startups, where we need a lot of support from the outsiders in the form of workspace, in the form of seed fund, in the form of resources, other resources. So education institutions can support the students in the form of workspace, in the form of resources, in the form of seed fund. And entrepreneurship is over a period of time, it will become the startup will become an enterprise, and they will get sustainable growth, and they will get the confidence of standing on their own leg. Then it will become an entrepreneurship where your entrepreneurship journey will. So everything we want intellectual property right. Otherwise, people will copy your innovation and they will start making money out of it. Okay, be very careful of protecting your intellectual property. See, I just want to give a lot of the things government of India has taken, and National Innovation Startup Policy has been proposed in the year 2019. The Professor Ashok Chunchunwala, Professor of IIT Madras, was the chairman. Uh, IIT is having IIT Madras is having an innovation ecosystem. Not only now, have long time they have been promoting the product development, and the government of India has rightly identified and recognized him and put him as the chairman. And government has set up their own policy, and all the institutions have been instructed to write their own policy and go ahead with their policies. Okay, and the amount of the fund allocation for is the 1% of the total budget of the institution must be devoted for this innovation activities according to the NISP policy. And innovation and the startup education. So if we have more innovation, we need to set up ecosystem, and we have to migrate from the traditional the education ecosystem to innovation ecosystem. And you are very familiar with IIC, ARIA, UP 2.0, Kabila. Let me give brief introduction about 111. Kabila is the Kalam program for IP literacy and awareness program. So all the awareness program being done in various institutions in public sectors and private sectors are coming under this Kalam program, and the objective is to recognize even the institutions can go for maximum of 10 intellectual property right claim reimbursement. The government of India is ready to reimburse if it is registered in institution name. And there is no, recently they have relaxed the fee also. See, few years back, the institution registration fee was very high, but nowadays they have equalized the normal on par with the normal registration. And the NISP, this is what the structure. NISP is the policy. Policy, whatever you have committed in the policy must be implemented with the help of IIC and your team. And once it is fulfilled, you have to report to ARIA and you will be recognized. So policy formulation, policy implementation, policy impact creation. So you will get the 4 rank, 5 rank, 5-star rating. Dikti 2.0 is another initiative of government. It is a portal where the innovative ideas can be registered, either individual or faculty or students. So students can, you have to register, so you will be getting username, password, login credential, and with this login credential you can submit your idea. So these are all the visualization I have taken from the ICTI 2.0 website, the sector-wise submissions. How see all the sectors, the projects or innovative projects in various sectors are available there: water, sanitation and waste management, tourism and hospitality, technologies and grassroots impact, robotics and drones, robotics, renewable and affordable energy, agriculture and allied industries. So if you have any innovative ideas, especially the third year students, those who are doing a mini project, if you are doing a project on your own, underline the word doing a project on your own, don't get any project from outside. At the end, I will tell you the secret how it can be, even it will be very useful for the institutions. And this is what the state-wise distributions, and Tamil Nadu has on the top of submitting 6,425. So maybe the data may vary, and I assume that there will be a visualization in the future, and the visualization is on institution-wise distribution. Okay. So what Tamil Nadu government is taking, Tamil Nadu Tansim is one of the important initiative of government of Tamil Nadu, promoting the innovation and the startup of, from the institutions and the public and private sectors. So now the application is open, and the Tamil Nadu Emerging Sector Seed Fund is open for us, and you are requested to apply for it, and so you are encouraged to go for this proposal. And the last date is May 30th is the last date of submitting this application. So I'm standing as an ambassador, an innovation ambassador. Have got the training from the Ministry of Education, so it's my sole responsibility, as Madam Principal said. The right person have been identified. Yes, I have been trained by the Ministry of India to be an ambassador to promote innovation, startup entrepreneurship, and intellectual property right to the engineering colleges. Especially. Okay, let us come to today's point of discussion. We are going to discuss more on intellectual property. Okay, so when the word, when we, the property, it's all about what we all about this property is, we know the movable property and immovable property. Okay, so movable properties are the car, jewels are movable properties. Wherever you are portable, wherever you want to take, you can take. The cost of the car varies from 10 lakhs to 10 crores or more than that. Okay, even my son is very fond of getting Ferrari and Lamborghini cars, and it's very costly. I told him it is not that possible, not of affordable by me, and hope in the future we look into that, and time being use my Tias car or Innova car. We'll look at in the future. So property, why is saying that no. ஒரு கார் நிக்கணும், ஃபெராரி கார் நின்னாதான் நம்ம லெவல் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் என்னன்னு தெரியும் மற்றவங்களுக்கு. அப்படி இட்ஸ் assumption, and lot of inspiration is getting from, as Madam said, Elon Musk and other people keep on searching and knowing the specification of cars and other things. Okay, these are movable properties, and immovable properties. Yes, our buildings, our land or immovable property. And you could see this house, the shell house is the house of the famous cricket player Sachin Tendulkar house in Mumbai, shell house in Mumbai. If you want to know more information, you can surf the internet and know more information on this. So these are all the immovable. So we are all very much particular, very much aware of movable and immovable property, but is not aware. The less awareness we have is intellectual property, right? But I want to tell you the secret that the intellectual properties are more costlier than movable and immovable property. So that much important. So I encourage everyone to give it most important for this intellectual property. If you know the importance of intellectual property, you will not forget. You will not forget. So the literary and the inventions are coming under intellectual property. Okay. So you could see the revolution from the grinding mission. Okay. So grinding, I don't know the students whether you have seen this kind of grinder. Even I have seen. I have experience of grinding the rice and dal with the help of this. I have helped my parents when I was very young and during my school days and college days. I have helped my parents. Still, I remember. And from this to we have moved to this, and from this to this, lot of things are happening. And I want to tell you, innovation. Recently, I have seen this YouTube channel. So this what a small thing. I'm sharing this. It's an innovative things. The innovation is very simple logic. How you can take the flour grinding and taking the flour without wetting your hands. That is the innovation they have made here. Hope
ஹலோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்
your
எல்லாருக்கும்
it
வணக்கம்.
is
இந்த
visible.
வீடியோல நம்ம என்ன பார்க்க போறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு சூப்பரான கிரைண்டர் பத்தின ரிவ்யூ அண்ட் டெமோ தான் நான் உங்களுக்கு காட்ட போறேங்க. அதாவது கையே வைக்காம எப்படி இந்த மாதிரி அழகா வந்து
So this is what the innovation.
எடுக்கலாம்
This
அப்படின்னு
is
சொல்லி
what
நம்ம
the
பார்க்கலாம்.
innovation they
நம்ம
have
வந்து
made.
ரொம்ப நாளா வந்து
Okay.
கிரைண்டர் வாங்கணும், அது ஒரு
I am not going
இன்னோவேட்டிவான
to
ஒரு கிரைண்டர் வாங்கணும் அப்படின்னு
tell
சொல்லி
you much.
நினைச்சிட்டே
Let
இருந்தாங்க.
you
அப்பதான் இந்த
please
ப்ராடக்ட்
see
பத்தி தெரிய வந்து இது எங்க இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கும்போது பண்ணிட்டு எடுத்த உடனே புது கிரைண்டர் அப்படின்றனால பாத்தீங்கன்னா வாஷ் தான் பண்ணணும். நம்ம
how they are grinding and how they are taking the flour
இருந்தா
without.
இப்ப எடுத்தோம் இல்லைங்களா, அதை எடுத்து நம்ம இப்படி க்ளோஸ் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா தண்ணி ரிலீஸ் ஆகுது. நம்ம மாவு அரைச்சு முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் வாட்டர் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவோம் இல்லைங்களா, அதுக்காக அந்த பிளாக் கலர் நாப் எடுக்கணும். கீழே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த மாதிரி ஏர் புஷ் நகராம இருக்கிறதுக்காக கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து அது நகரவே மாட்டேங்குது. தண்ணி ஆட் பண்ணி
So
இதுல
this is what
3
the
கல் இருக்கு.
innovation.
3மே டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஸ்பீட்ல மேல இந்த லிட் போட்டுட்டு அந்த ஹோல்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க பாருங்க, அது வழியா நம்ம தண்ணி ஊத்தும் போது எல்லா பக்கமுமே ஈஸியா வந்து தண்ணி போகுது. நம்ம எடுத்து மூடி எடுத்து நம்ம வந்து போட வேண்டியது கிடையாது, தண்ணி ஊத்த வேண்டியது கிடையாது. நம்ம வந்து அந்த ஏர் ஹோல்ஸ் வழியா வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம தண்ணி ஊத்துறோம் அப்படின்னாவே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா எல்லா பக்கமுமே வந்து தண்ணி வந்து செதறுது. ஸோ நல்லா இருக்கு. ட்ரம் வந்து சுத்தவே இல்லை அப்படின்றத நான்
How
உங்களுக்கு
they are
ஃபோட்டோ தனியாக
collecting.
காட்டிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Yeah.
இப்போ அந்த மூடி எடுக்கிறதும் அப்படிதான். நீங்க ட்ரம் சுத்திட்டு இருக்கும்போது கூட மிஷின் ஆன்ல இருக்கும்போது கூட பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க வந்து எடுக்கலாம், மூடி எடுக்கலாம், மூடலாம், அந்த மாதிரி வைக்கலாம். இப்போ வந்து மாவு ரிலீஸ் பண்ண
So
போகும்போது
this is what the
பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம அந்த
innovation they
பொட்டு
have
மாதிரி
made over
தெரியுது
this.
பாருங்க, அந்த
Yeah.
பிளாக் அண்ட் ஒயிட்ல அதை நம்ம ரிலீஸ் பண்ணணும். அந்த பெரிய நாப் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா மாவு எவ்வளவு அழகா வெளியில வருது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பாருங்க. இந்த ஐஸ்கிரீம் ஃபேக்டரிஸ்ல எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்படிதான் வந்து ஐஸ்கிரீம் வெளியில வரும். பார்க்கும்போது அப்படிதான் தெரிஞ்சது. உளுந்து வந்து உளுந்து அரிசி எதுவுமே கையே வைக்க தேவையே கிடையாது. உங்களுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்ப கையே வைக்க கிடையாது, ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வெளியில வந்து மாவு தள்ளிட்டே இருக்கு. ஸோ அது கொஞ்சம் கூட நம்ம
Yeah, this is what the innovation they have made uh, in the grinder. Okay, so what you can do is you can think in such a way that how you can help your mom is today go to your kitchen and see how you can help your mom by simplifying her jobs and so on. Okay, and fresh paper is another innovative things. That is Kavita Sukla is Indian origin, settled in the US, and this is what her final year project when she was doing MSc uh, in one of the universities. Fresh paper he invented to preserve the vegetables and fruits. If you put this paper is made up of the organic materials like spices. Now you could remember the how our parents are preserving sugar with the help of a piece of uh, what I say cinnamon, பட்டைன்னு சொல்லுவோம் தமிழ்ல. cinnamon. If you put a cinnamon inside the sugar container, then ants and other insects won't come. So it to protect it. So he got inspiration from her grandma, Indian grandma. So this is what Kavita Sukla's Indian grandma, and she has proposed fresh paper made up of this is what Kavita Shukla when she was as a baby, and she invented this fresh paper. If you want more information, you surf the internet to know about and the and become an entrepreneur nowadays. He's become an entrepreneur. A piece of paper, small piece of paper, will preserve the vegetables, and so we are all witnessing every day how much vegetables and fruits being wasted at Coimbatore market. Now, if you go to the backside of the Coimbatore market, you would realize that how much being wasted, but without having the proper preserving mechanisms, and even our home. So how much food we are wasting, and you're all witnessing every day. So she invented this fresh paper to preserve the vegetables, and floor mat, I wanted to tell you that why we are not our market. See, I want to give two examples. Okay, left hand side I have the traditional floor mat which we use, and this floor mat is imported by some other country. Okay, so when I was in Paris to get something, Paris, on the Paris, Chennai, Paris to get floor mat. So automatically my eyes went here and I bought this kind of thing because I could see some kind of innovation in floor mats. Even a floor mat, a country is thinking the innovation in floor mat, a country which is having 140 crores of people, but we are not thinking in that way. We are not doing not any research on the on things. Okay, so engineers, it is your responsibilities. Educational institutions, it's your responsibility of thinking and promoting innovation and making innovative products at any level. That is what I said. Innovation, if your product, if your idea is having the potential of generating money, potential of converting into commercialization, then you can claim it is an innovation. Recently, I went for buying a tambulam tattu. I was wondering of seeing the tambulam tattu imported from China is made by rose gold metal, rose gold. Automatically, any customer, those are going and buying, especially for weddings, tambulam tattu we normally get tambulam tattu for weddings and other functions. So we will not think about money. And the the cost of the tambulam tattu was 530 rupees. It was imported from. I was thinking, I was wondering that why Indians, why we are not thinking of it. Tambulam tattu is a concept of our people, our tradition. But China has made this research. They have analyzed it and identified the gap. And they have come up with a wonderful innovation in Tambulam Tattu. In Tambulam Tattu. I'm not asking you to go and research for somebody's need. As I mentioned earlier, we have 140 crores people in India, and we want products, and we want products being made by Indians. So education institution must think of it. Okay. So recently, our honorable Prime Minister made a statement that if India is buying Indian products for the next 25 years, there won't be any unemployability in the country. So for that, we need the education institution must encourage product development. Education institution must think about setting up of startups. Education institutions must think about of promoting innovation culture, establish innovation ecosystem, innovation culture inside the campus, so that you will get more intellectual properties, you will get more startups, you will get more entrepreneurs in the future, and that is going to be your best contribution to the nation building. I've been associated with the Neguli Masala Tamil Nadu as a coordinator Chennai district, spreading this awareness of not use single time usage plastics. And let us see the different types of intellectual property. Just have a look on it. We have a lot of types: copyrights, trademarks, patents, designs, so confidential information, plans, breeders' right, circuit layouts, passing of geographical indications. We see one by one. Industrial design is even this typical example I have given is the Coca-Cola bottle. Every time when they change the design, it will come under the new industrial design. And trademark, most of the famous notable trademarks, I have given Google, Coca-Cola, Yahoo, Samsung, Mastercard. By looking at this logo, you will be knowing about the product. And some of the famous, I just want to leave it to you. Can you able to guess the trademarks which I have given? And from the audience side, the computer, you can get the feedback response from the audience, and you let me know this particular trademark meant for what. I have given four trademarks. Any response from the audience side? One, two, three, four. Yes, 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 no. Are you there? Are you there? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah. Can you get the response from the audience and let me know the trademark, which trademark it means, this one, this one, this one. Hmm? This one, this particular. Would you able to see the last one? Okay, this is Alan Shirley, this is Hotel Saravana, this is Apple, this is Jai Lucas. Okay. Geographical indication. What is geographical indication? At least இதாவது தெரியுமா? இது என்னது? Geographical indication is a name or sign used on certain products which corresponds to a specific geographical location. இதை பார்த்தோன்னு சொல்லுவோம், ஓகே இந்த பிளேஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, அதுதான். Tell me. Can you very good. Tirunelveli halwa. This one? Get it from the audience. Audience கேளுங்க. What is this? Dog. Which dog is very famous in Tamil Nadu? Very good. Rajapalayam. Next. Next. ம் எந்த ஊர் ஃபேமஸ் மல்லிக்கு? மதுரை மல்லி சொல்லுவோமா? So if you want to claim that, you because they would have already registered and got the geographical indication. Similarly, we have lot of indication. We have the Manapara Murukku, we have Srivilliputur, Palkova, uh, we have Kanchipuram silks, am I right? So so many geographical indications we have. Recently, the Kanyakumari have got the Krambook வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. Okay. So it is the responsibility of the engineers if you know any product. Otherwise, people will steal it, your credential. Even we have fought with the United States for turmeric. Manjal வந்து நம்முடைய அடையாளம். So, but they have claimed because Manjal, the turmeric has not been registered by Indian government. Then we have fought the case filed. Similarly, we have a lot of examples for the. So, if you take the whole nation, we have agriculture, Darjeeling tea, and yeah, Kanchipuram silk, Tamil Nadu, Mysore sandal soap, Karnataka. So, these are all some of the examples, and even Rasagula, Bengal Rasagula, we have Odisha Rasagula. They had a dispute in the court for West Bengal is claiming the Rasagula is ours, and Odisha is claiming that the Rasagula is ours. But then came this issue came to the court, and the court has given uh, verdict based on the difference. Copyright, you would have remember the dispute between Ilayaraja sir and Balasubramanian sir because it came just because of the copyright issue. And these are all different types of copyrights. You can go copyrights for literacy, film, dramatic, so on. So on. Patent is nothing but how the patent is, most of the education institutions we normally go for are encouraged to go for patent, because the technological product which we develop must be protected in the form of patent. Patent will be given based on the novelty, inventive steps, and industrial application. You have to show the novelty and the inventive steps, what inventive steps you have taken, and industrial application, who is going to use it. That is what the commercialization part will come. And let me know that you may ask that who will grant this patent. In India, we have four different offices. We have an office at patent office at Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. Luckily, we have an office at Chennai. So, and most of the people are very approachable. It is in Gindi. If you go and if you want any help, they will help. Even 2 days back, we had our intellectual property right, and the deputy director from the office came here as chief guest and met all our students. And it's a filing process. Initially, we can go for the provisional filing. So, any idea, anything, if you got immediately go for provisional filing, and you'll be given 12 months of time to complete your drafting. Okay, need not wait for complete your entire thing. Within 1 year, you can go for, and once it is filed, it will be published, and pre-grant opposition will come. If there is any opposition, then you have to answer for it, and the examiners will, once everything is clear, they will be giving some fee structure. It varies here and there, somewhere. Everything is clear. Finally, you'll be getting a certificate like this, and you'll be get the grant like this. And we have the search mechanism. Okay, so if you want to, it's kind of plagiarism checking. Okay, before filing your application, you must be confident that it is a new one, and nobody has already filed or published or got grant for this idea. So for that, you can go for Google patents and advanced patent search, Indian patent and US patent and Europe pattern, you can go. So I will share my earlier webinars where I have discussed in details about the searching techniques. I encourage everyone to know the searching techniques, and you will get full specification of the product. Nobody will reveal it, but if you know the searching techniques, you will be getting the things. And the various offices located are the Chennai, Delhi office address, Mumbai office address, Chennai office address, Kolkata office, and this scheme is especially for women, those who are having passionate towards this intellectual property right. And you can note it down. Women scientist scheme is available, and 1 year training will be given by the DST, Women Scientist Scheme under Kiran IPR. First month training will happen at Delhi office, and the remaining 11 months you will be placed in somewhere, any one of the four offices which we have seen here, no? Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, or Delhi. So once after completing this training, you can start up your own startup. You can assist your institution, and it is only for women. So wherever I go, I promote the sustainable development goals, because innovation, what kind of innovation is highly required now is the social innovations are highly required. If you want social innovations, you need to know about the base. So kindly hope you all remember that the United Nations have recommended the sustainable development goals for the the prosperity of the peace and prosperity of the planet. Peace and prosperity of the planet. So it starts with the proper goal number one is no poverty. Goal number two is talking about the zero hunger. Third is about good health and well-being. Fourth is talking about quality education. Are we getting quality education? What mode or what kind of things will ensure the quality education? Five, gender equality. Even country like India, we're facing this problem, and the gender equality. What best we can equal contribution can be given to the women as well. And clean water and sanitation. Are we sure that the people are drinking clean water? affordable and clean energy. Are we getting the clean energy and affordable energy? Decent work and economic growth, how we are contributing to the economic growth with the help of decent work. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure is so most of our things people are concentrating on this. And reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions. And final is partnership for the goal. So in Sairam institutions, we are promoting this. Our C1 chairman, Sri Sai Prakash Leo Muthu sir, is being an ambassador of promoting it at all levels. And starting from 1 hour webinar to 1 year projects, we map all our activities with the sustainable development goals. And keeping this in mind, we have conducted a lot of programs, and we have created an innovation ecosystem, Sairam Innovation Ecosystem, where this is the first initiative with respect to Sairam Innovation Ecosystem, and the awareness have been given and launched an exclusively event for first year students, Sairam STG Ideathon. For last year, we have conducted during even the pandemic, we successfully conducted, and this year they're about to conduct the Sairam STG Ideathon 2.0. And when they come to second year, they have unique program called Sairam STG Salvathon. We have successfully inaugurated this program on 18/11, 2020, and successfully conducted this year-long program for two second-year students. And Sairam SDG Solvathon. In the first year, when they come, they will provide the ideas, and second year they will study the feasibility study, complete the feasibility study, and the technology related to solve this issue. So this coming under Salvatha. And the last week we had this event. Professor Timothy and Gonsalves from founding director IIT Madras, IIT Mandi, came here, and Nagalakshmi Vijay Kumar, a trustee of Classling Innovation Foundation, came here, and they have appreciated well our initiatives. And we have Sairam Innovation Clinic here every Tuesday. Students having the bright ideas will come and discuss with us. Under Sairam Innovation Clinic, we have IP Clinic, Sairam IP Clinic, Publication Clinic, and Startup Clinic we have. So how we go to a doctor and how we sit in front of a doctor and tell all our problems. Similarly, the students will come, need not bring any formal, they need not bring any formal documents or presentation. They will be coming, and we will act as a doctor. The consultants will be act as a doctor, and we will help them to go for next. And with respect to the product development technology transfer, this the picture we have taken on 8th November to last year, 2021. We have been in Andhra Pradesh MedSec zone, myself and one more professor, Dr. Tamil Chelvi, for her project on design and development of handheld device for diagnosing the breast cancer. And her project has been shortlisted, and they have invited her to develop the product at the campus, Visakhapatnam, and management has given sponsorship for her, and she successfully onboarded at Andhra Pradesh MedSec zone and developing this product, and the product development is going on. Before that, we have been called for interview, so we have been there for explaining our product and successfully going. And recently, we have visited Dubai Expo 2020. Team of faculty members from Sairam management side, we have visited, and we have seen a lot of experience, gathered a lot of experience. The Expo 2020 is split into three: opportunity, mobility, and sustainability. And Indian Pavilion, there were 192 countries have been representing. This we have taken from the UN Nation Pavilion, where a lot of activities have been there. This is one of the activities. This is one of the activities there. um, One of the activities happened, and this picture have been taken captured during this. And there were three, what I say, three different pavilions, and 192 countries have had their pavilions. We had an opportunity of visiting those countries, and knowing their culture, knowing their technology, knowing their innovation, and everything. So we had a wonderful time with Dubai. From March 13 to March 20, we have been there, and especially sponsored by the Sairam institutions. I really thank our chairman, Sri Sai Prakash Liamtu sir, for taking this wonderful initiative. India's pavilion was located at the sustainability, and a lot of innovations and other things we have seen in in mobility and opportunities. So every country we call this as Indian pavilion, USA pavilion, China pavilion, Germany pavilion. So even Maldives pavilion, Sri Lankan pavilion. Okay, when we entered into Sri Lankan pavilions, we got nice black tea. Black tea. I really love black tea, especially Sri Lankan black tea. I really love, but nowadays Sri Lanka is going in a different direction. So I've been in Sri Lanka and I really loved of taking black tea. So, so we've been offered black tea, and they are promoting their culture, the countries. So it's a kind of seeing 190 countries in a place. Whenever we building, it's a pavilion. I say every pavilion is a house, a building, a big building. So if you can enter into, as we enter into, we were enter into, even we are enter into Ukraine pavilion. Lot of emotional things. Wherever whoever is coming, they right, we support, we stand with Ukraine, something like that. Okay, it's not like other pavilion, but they have also promoted the country Belarus. I was surprised to see their innovations and the projections, how they projected. Belarus is the country came to picture during this Russia-Ukraine war. Before that, we were no idea about the Belarus country. You know, similarly UK, US, China. So amazing. But the now, even if you want to visit, if you want to visit a pavilion, it takes more time. More, say for example, some pavilions enter easily you can enter. There is no crowd. But for some country, you have to wait for a long time. I will tell you one experience, which is German pavilion. We wanted to enter into German pavilion, but if you want to enter into German pavilion, you need to wait in the queue for minimum 3 hours to maximum 5 hours. To think about the patience. But at the end, last day, we myself and two more professors, we have taken a decision that today, at any cost, we are going to visit the German pavilion. With a lot of trouble, standing on nearly 3 to 4 hours, standing on the queue. There were no chairs were been offered. You have to stand, on the sometimes on the hot sun, you have to stand, and somehow we have entered into the. I want to tell you, please give fullest your attention, my experience. So after entering into from the beginning to end of the German pavilion, what I have learned one thing is the country or the institution is giving, or let me complete countries, a country which is giving contribution to its culture, technology, and culture, entertainment, technology will win the race. If you forget your culture and go for entertainment, you will lose. If you forget your culture and your entertainment, and if you go for technology, you will be the loser. The loser. The best example is Jallikattu. How we fought for bringing back our Jallikattu tradition. It is our culture. It is our entertainment. It is our entertainment. So go over the countries. So institution, I am telling this because nowadays higher education institutions are giving so much of importance for technology. For what you are going for developing technology? Develop technology for your own culture. Own culture. Culture மறந்துட்டு ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி போகக்கூடாது. The best example is TV is a technology. Television has been brought for what? To entertain. For the entertainment. To propagate our culture. So don't forget your culture. Don't forget your culture, my dear students. So my humble request: know your culture. Then this is what my observation. Then after visiting Dubai Expo 2020, I have drafted the next seven seven steps roadmap for the innovation. The first step is know your culture. Second is Learn adequate technology. Third is research the need of the local. So know your culture is we need to know the culture of our country. See, culture is nothing but, say for example, the recently Government of India has conducted Thai Hackathon event. Thai Hackathon event, the basic thing is to promote Indian toys. Why we are importing toys from other countries? Our children are playing with other countries, much toxin related. So we want to promote the business. It's a very good business. But we have a lot of toys, but we are not promoting it. We are not doing any innovation over there. The best example, Tanjavur Bommai. Tanjavur Bommai is still how it was invented in the first. We have not added any innovation over there. It is a responsibility of, why not an engineering student project can be on introducing innovation in Tanjavur Bommai. What mistake education institutions are doing, I will come to later. Let me complete this 7 steps roadmap. This will be very much useful for the management as well as the teachers. Okay. So know your culture, learn adequate technology. What is the latest technology? You have to learn the technology that research need of the local. My dear students, my dear faculty members, see, even for a small components we are importing from outside. We are importing from outside. So research the need of the local, promote the product development culture inside the campus. If you after research you have to develop innovative products. Once the products are developed, you need to go for protecting your intellectual properties. Then you set up your startups, and at the end you will become an entrepreneur. You will not seek a job, you will become a job provider. I encourage you to become a job provider rather than being a job seeker. This is the 7 steps roadmap I have framed after my Dubai Expo 2020. And the research is about finding optimal and sustainable solution to society's current and future problems. There is no doubt at all. But what mistakes our Indian education system, what Indian institutions are doing, okay, I am witnessing. I encourage people, especially those who are attending from the faculty side, give attention to me. Problems are originated in the library and end up at the library. Know the reason? Know the reason. If you take a problem from the library, it will end up a library in the form of a paper. Don't originate any problem from the paper, from the foreign author's paper. Originate a problem from your own society, from the own village, from your own industry. If you are not passionate towards going to industry, village, or society, go to your own kitchen. Go to your own kitchen and try to form a problem from your kitchen. What product will make your mom's job easy? Okay? If you bring this culture, tremendous change will come. And problem must come from society. Don't search a problem from American journals. That's what mistake we are doing. What as a reviewer, when you sit and reviewing students' project, the first question is bring your base paper. Is it from IEEE paper? If it is IEEE paper only, I will accept it. A student will come up with a real problem, the teachers are not encouraging it. No, I will evaluate based on IEEE paper only. Teachers come out from the traditional ecosystem and introduce the innovation ecosystem, and it's a responsible management to structure. We have Sairam innovation ecosystem for all the 4 years. And this first year, we are encouraging students to ideation, Sairam SDG Ideathon. Second year, we will teach them the technology, and the competition is based on how big their idea and how feasible it is. The name of the event is Sairam SDG Solvathon. Third year, when they come, the idea will get its own shape. We encourage throughout the year to develop prototypes, and at the end of the year, the evaluation is based on innovation. The event is called Sairam SDG Innovathon. Finally, when they come, They will develop product for the prototype which have been developed during third year. And once it is developed, they are encouraged to file or publish paper and patent, setting up of startups and preserving their technology. The evaluation is based on how they inspire with the help of the publication. Event name is Sairam SDG Inspirathon. Sairam SDG Solve Ideathon, Sairam SDG Solvathon, Sairam SDG Innovathon, Sairam SDG Inspirathon. A wonderful model we are working and moving towards it. Every institution encouraged to have your own. I don't know how the institution management support. You need to have your own innovation ecosystem for your own institution that will promote innovation in a larger scale. That's what I request everyone to focus your experimentation on. Avoid plastics. You focus your research on no poverty. How we can no poverty, zero hunger. How we can do is, one side there is huge amount of demand. People are starving. Other side we are wasting our food in wedding halls and restaurants. There is a demand, there is a, but it is both happening in city, both happening in city. We a habit, myself and my wife, we used to visit the roadside people, providing food for them, and once in a month or at least um, once in 2 months, we go and meet them, provide 50 or 100 packets of food, clothes, and people, we can realize that how people are starving for food. But other side, we are wasting the food also. That the being an engineering student, he can develop an app or communicate. So some initiatives, some NGOs have taken. So go and join with them. Provide the technology solution for that. Focus your research on physical health. Focus your research on quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, promoting innovation in schools and colleges, reduce inequalities, smart cities, responsible consumption, production, climate change and global warming, quality life and universal, ensuring universal human values, developing positive attitude, inculcating professional ethics. So these are all the avenues. Let it be civil engineer, let it be mechanical engineer, let it be uh, computer science and engineering. When you come up with a proposal, are you ensuring that you are going to contribute? Try to address the market potential at the zeroth review. That my research you are supposed to do, and definitely your institution will do. Ideas, encourage students' ideas, and respect students' ideas. You know, Uber, the world's largest taxi company, owns no vehicle. Facebook, the world's largest popular media owner, creates no content. Alibaba, the most valuable retailer, has no inventory. Airbnb, the world's largest accommodation provider, has no real estate. It's all came out of bright, bright, bright ideas. So encourage ideas, bright ideas. I want to conclude the mantra of Smart India Hackathon. Innovations lead to new creations lead to bigger actions lead to progress of nation. Students come up for the betterment of the nation. This is my contact number and everything. So anytime if you want to contact me, you can call me and contact me. So we want bright engineers to come up. We want your ideas. Want ideas? I request the institution to respect students' ideas, and when they are coming, welcome them with red carpet, so that they will do and they will contribute. The students are very good, and we have to tune our systems to engage our students. So I thank you so much for this opportunity. So even this lecture I'm streaming in my YouTube channel. After some time, I'll share the link to Dr. Kamalakanan sir. You will get, and I have a YouTube channel. So kindly watch the videos and get benefit of it. If really worth it, like it, comment it, and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Over to the organizers.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, all. It gives immense pleasure to deliver vote of thanks for this event. I could like to thank our chief guest, Dr. C.R. Renin Robin, who honored this program with his inspirational thoughts. I'd like to thank our beloved principals, staff members, and Dr. Kamal Kanan sir and Ashok sir, Civil HOD, and our students. So it gives an eye-opener program, and thank you for sharing your wonderful experience about our countries. And it's useful for us. The 7 steps roadmap for innovations are useful. We are ready to innovate our ideas, and thanks for doing this kind of programs. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We will give our innovations best, and thanks for differencing invention and innovation. Thank you so much.
Good, good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for listening my lecture. So if you encourage everyone to visit other videos, and I strongly believe that it is very useful for everyone, and forward this, share these videos to your friends, and kindly promote this and subscribe my channel. Thank you.